Okay.
And guys, I think we can go to go. I mean, this part is done. Cluster has been provisioned. Okay. Now I'll be starting with our commands. And today I got one requirement. There is one problem in EKS I worked on. Oops. US West 2. Okay. Okay. So our cluster has been created. Now what I'm gonna do? HT cluster US West 2. Okay. EKSCTL get node group. It will give you the information about your node group. How many nodes we have given, how many minimum node, how many maximum node, what AMI we use, that information. Even we yesterday we discussed like the same thing. Now, when I'm displaying many number of clusters, right? When it is giving more than 1 or 2 or 3 clusters, in that case, right, we have to pick any one cluster for our use, for our operations activity. Okay, for that we will be updating our kube config. For that we'll be updating our kube config. So what I will, I'll copy this, and paste it here. Oops. And okay, we have updated our configuration file towards. I'm just informed my Kubernetes, and my machine says that I'm gonna work on HT cluster. So whatever from this point, right? Whatever I executes everything, that will based upon my HT cluster basis. Okay, fine, guys. Now what I will do, I'll just open one of my other part. I'll move to the that directory because my kubectl, right, I have installed on that particular location. So once you have done, right, directly come to this path. You can download kubectl from that location, and I kept kubectl here. Kubectl get nodes. When you run this command, right, it will be giving you information about number of nodes part of your cluster. Yeah, up to this yesterday we completed, I believe, right? We have completed in this point. Now I'm gonna tell you kubectl get pod. When it gives pod, it will just give you the containers related information. As of now, we do not have any pod with us, so it's showing no resource found. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new pod, I mean new containers. So just for your understanding, I'm telling it as a container, but the actual technical term is pod. Okay, I'm going to create a new pod. So kubectl create deployment. Okay, kubectl create deployment hyphen image nginx. I'm going to use going to use pod 1. Okay, kubectl create a deployment. This is a command to create new pod actually. So image, when you give hyphen image here, it will automatically pick from GitHub repo. So you don't need not to do it in manual stuff. You don't want to download anything. You don't want to pull anything. Let this will take automatically from the system, existing system. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's created on pod actually. All right, it's created on pod. So you can see pod. NEQ kubectl get pod. See, you can see one pod has been created. Earlier it was showing us the no resource found. After we created, right, it is showing you one container, a pod has been created. Okay, so this is one way of creating a pod. Also, maximum of Kubernetes activity, right, we will be doing it through YAML file only. We have a YAML file. Through the YAML file only we're supposed to do. But yeah, something no that is advanced. So I'm not touching on that part. It will make you guys confused. In order to work on Kubernetes, YAML and all, right? You need to familiarize with different kinds available. You should be familiar with that part. So I don't want you guys to make it confused. But as of now, what I will do, I'll just log into this part now. Okay. So kubectl exec kubectl exec hyphen it your part name hyphen slash bin slash bash. This is the command in order to log into your pod, right? This is what your command. Okay, we are in Windows computer. It's take you to Linux shell. Understood? We can run Linux related commands, everything inside the pod containers. So see high tech directory which has been created. So apt update, we can update our system, which means internet connection also is there to my pod. I'm telling. So this is how exiting from my pod, right? Same command, control PQ. The same command will help you to getting out from your container. Okay. Kubectl describe. There's another command. Kubectl describe. Okay. When you give kubectl describe pod, it'll give you the detailed information about each pod actually. When you give describe pod command, it will give you name of your pod. Okay, namespace. So what is your node IP? This is not your pod IP. This is a node IP. We have backend. We are creating multiple nodes, right? It will show you which node it is. What is the IP of your node? That information will give you. Okay, and higher label. This is our high tech part is your label, and status is running. Okay, so IP address of your pod 172.31.31.136. It's everything default. We don't want to worry. And what image we used? We used about Nginx image, where it is downloaded from Docker. It has been downloaded. Okay, Docker pullable in this location. It's pulled the image. Okay, all this information, right? You can get it from here. Okay, and there are some including inbuilt. See here event you can find the logs, what things are going on. See, it's step by step. It's been explained. Pull the image, successfully pulled. Start the container, started the container, created the container. All these messages, right? You can find it over here. So basically, this events will useful for troubleshooting. It's literally a log. Here we'll basically will manage the logs and we'll get the log related information and all. Okay, fine. Okay, up to now I think